Howdy, iced tea time again. I thought I'd come out here in the warm sunshine and nature and the lovely trees out here in my yard and having a little story time with you. Back about 1979, my wife's parents lived up in the city of Chicago. And periodically throughout the year, we'd go up and spend 2 or 3 days with them, take the kids with us. They'd watch the kids, and one of the most important things for my wife and I was to go shopping, just the two of us. The big double-decker malls were everywhere, sprinkled all around Chicago. My wife knew every road around, and we'd drive around and go from one mall to the next. Her passion was that of buying clothes and shopping in general, and mine was going to bookstores. Just about every double-decker mall around had at least 2 bookstores in it. And boy, that was a pleasure for me to go there and enjoy browsing around through the books. I enjoyed psychology books, self-help, just about anything, story books and books on writing and so forth. This one particular visit, I found a small blue book that described a type of intuition that you could acquire using special uh, techniques of the imagination and going into a relaxed state of mind and so forth. It sounded very interesting. I bought the book, took it home, read it, and in the back I found that their main office was located just a couple of miles from my wife's parents up there in Chicago. So I called the people, checked them out, and everything sounded really good. They told me that there was going to be a seminar coming up pretty soon. It was a 6-day seminar and only cost a little less than $200. I made the arrangements to get in on the seminar, and we took a 3-day vacation, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for the first 3 days of the seminar, and I really enjoyed it. Met a lot of new people, and the exercises were really illuminating for me because I was able to intuitively do things with strangers I had never done before. For example, this one lady lived in a nice brick home and had lost her pearl ring, a ring with it was a homemade ring she had put a lot of money into. She had lost this ring, and she wanted someone to go into the relaxed state and find her ring. Now you got to understand, I had never met this lady before. I didn't know what kind of home she had. All she said was, "Find my ring for me." As I began to describe what I saw in my imagination, her instructions were to say the word hit, which meant a success. And this encouraged me to go deeper into myself and find that ring. So when I went in, I saw this vision of this nice, beautiful brick home on a green, well-kept lawn. I described all this. Oh, yes, she got excited. Yes, that's my house. That's my house. I found her pearl ring behind her television set in the living room. It was lying on the carpet. She had looked everywhere, and apparently it got knocked off the top of the television onto the floor. She went home that evening, and the next morning she was elated. She showed the ring was on her finger, and she gave me a kiss on the cheek and thanked me ever so much. She said that ring cost a lot of money, and it was very dear to her. This really encouraged me to go deeper into myself and find out more about what was going on. I always was interested in the mind and my inner self. I had a special inspiration. Anyway, at the end of the seminar, I was given a free gift. It was a book called The Man Who Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. You can still buy the book today. It described Walter Russell, a man who had acquired a special skill of meditation, and he could commune with his inner light and receive the essence of answers to important questions he wanted answered. And he could go out and paint beautiful pictures and sculpt, and he went on to earn his doctorate degree in science without going to school. He used meditation to discover wonderful things about the inert gases and so forth. Anyway, I graduated from his course. His lovely wife, Lael Russell, was my teacher. I went out to Virginia and earned my graduation in 1980. And then in 1981, I took up oil painting as a result of my meditations. To make a long story short, that oil painting turned into really something. My mother-in-law called me. I gave several paintings away for Christmas gifts and so forth. I never thought much about being much of a painter. I just meditated, got the inspiration for what I would paint in nature, and my mother-in-law one day called us and said, "We need you to come up here." We did. We came up for a visit. Was sitting in the living room, and my mother-in-law, I knew, was acting somewhat strange, different than she normally did. It was like she had a secret. Well, she really did. The secret was she came out and had taken all my paintings that I gave her and entered them in an art competition. And I won first, second, and third place up there in that competition. Now, this wasn't a professional competition. It was among amateurs, and I had no idea that I could even qualify for such a competition. There I was in a competition, didn't even know it. Anyway, that made it even more purposeful for me to bring my ecstatic meditation technique to you. That's about me. That's what I want to help you acquire, is this skill, if you want it. There's a lot more to it than I can give you right now. Thank you so much. I've already talked too long again. Have a wonderful day, and from here, go to the About Science page if you haven't already done so. Have a wonderful, ecstatic day. Goodbye.